Morning everybody. Just waiting for Julia to finish. I'm going to play around with this as well. I'm going to drop you down a fraction if I can. Oh no, I've sent you up. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? I'm just going to talk rubbish until Julia gets it or has finished, because it's not fair on her, is it? Right, where am I on here? I'm just going to check the laptop to put me on the laptop so that I can see any messages with a bit of luck. But who knows? Me and technology. Well, we know me and technology is absolute rubbish. Oh, there we go. There we go. Make it big so I can see. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I've gone sideways on there again. I don't get this. I'm perfect on there. I'm up and down on there. What's the time? We've got time. No, we've got 6 of you, so I'm not gonna, I was gonna just do it all again. I don't know what's going on. I apologise for being skinny. Ah, what a good thing that would be. Never mind. Right, what I do need is a pair of... Right. Can I see now? Right, what I do need to... Morning, Rose. Morning, Janet. What I do need to do is turn the volume off on here. There we go. So, yes. Morning, Sarah Jane, Lish. We've gone skinny again because I just can't cope with this technology. I do everything it tells me. I don't turn anything on until it's on its thing, and I do it. I'll have to have a word with Andy later. I believe I'm in Cornwall. I've just had another thought. I'm in Cornwall and it's overcast and it's not very, and it's nice and cool, which is really good. Don't know where Andy and Joe are, but they'll be down here later on, I believe, this week, which would be jolly. So I only see them in passing because we've got stuff on as well. So where are we? We're 1 minute past. We'll just give it a minute for anybody else to come across from Julia that wants to. I'm apologising for being skinny again. I'll twiddle the camera in a minute and you'll see everything else that's available. In fact, do you know what? Let me come and do this now. It's very annoying. I do apologise. But there we are. Let me just do that. And then that. And you can see actually I had all sorts of good things behind me ready for you. I'm going to move that forward a bit, which means I may or may not be able to play with this stand. Oh, I don't know. Who knows? But there we are. 'Tis what it is. 'Tis what it is. 'Tis what it is. Unfortunately, you can't see a lot. But there we are. I'm going to bring that forward a bit. Just like that. And then that's going to allow me to do that you can see some of it, and do that you can see other bits of it. Ha, there we go. We'll just do it that way instead. I do apologise, it's not quite how it should be. Where are we? Morning, Abby, everyone. That's Elaine. I'm just going to catch up with these messages because I've just lost a load, I think. Where are we? Oh gosh, yes, lots of you. So where do we get to? Lish, Mandy, Joe, morning darling, Rosemary, hello dar, Amanda, Sarah Jane, Debbie. Subtitles right across your face, is there? Oh, I have no idea about that because I didn't put them on, but if there is, I apologise. Live website, morning. What else have we got? Bev, Margaret, what else? Tracy, Stella. Much cooler, isn't it? Right, okay, so here we go. I'm going to just talk at you as I normally do, and I do apologise, as I say, for screen and things. I've given up today. Again, been a bit of a week. Apart from it being hot. Do you know what? Look what I got. Oh my God, I've said about these before at the last show. My mate Pauline told me about these. Without this, I would not have been able to work this week. It's been absolutely fantastic. This over the What's It fan. Absolutely love it. I had that. I was teaching up in Somerset this week, and it was a very, very hot day. And we were passing it around the room, and we actually got the class done because we had that. It was really cool. When I got into the van after, it was 44 degrees. That's a bit too warm, I feel. But there we are. We had a class and it was all good. Right, so what have I got to say? Sale, basically. Some of you may have noticed or know already or not, my website has been, or is being, rebuilt. It's taken a while. Can't say I'm overly happy about it, but it's taken a while and we're getting there now. There's a few things missing on it and need to be updated, so I've been trying to do stuff of an evening and get that sorted. We're missing the search facility on it at the moment. I have requested that. We'll see how long that takes. But if you go onto the website, AbbieAnne.com, it's very pretty colours. I quite like the colours. And it's all very clean looking and fresh, which is quite nice. If you want the sale, just go through into the shop. So you've got your menu, go into shop, and then that's cut down into different topics, fabrics, haberdashery, that sort of stuff. Those all need tidying up and sorting out, and that will happen, but it's going to take me a while because there's only me to do absolutely everything. My mate Julie helps me a little bit, but for the most part it's just me, so you have to bear with me. So if you go in there, you'll find a sale area. You will also find a Three Amigos area, so any offers that are sort of just maybe for the week or a special for those of you on a Sunday and that sort of stuff will be in there, plus all the sale stuff at the moment is in there as well. So look at sale, look at Three Amigos and you're going to find loads of fabric reduced, because I've been just horrified how much fabric I've got, because I've got a load more coming in like everybody else. Christmas has arrived and they're gorgeous, but they are not on the site yet. They will be on the site later this week, I believe. Julie's doing that for me, bless her. But I will just show you briefly. You can see the Christmas advent calendar behind me, one of those ones that you just pin up and then stitch. It's so easy to make. So if anybody's needing to make an advent calendar, I cannot recommend these enough. And all of you that know that I've got a real thing about Christmas trees, haven't I? So this one to me is just gorgeous. I'm going to make me one and hang it there and hope that Paul puts stuff in it. That would be really good. Paul, if you're watching, not chocolate, I want stuff, nice stuff, all right? So those will be on the site. And then I've got a whole load of Christmas fabrics, very similar to Julia. All Macau's has come in. And Lewis and Irene order has come in as well. There's Highland Coos in the Lewis and Irene. Christmas Highland Coos, they're just gorgeous. I'm going to have to make a quilt out of that for somebody I know. So that's going to be really good. But what I have done this year, which I've not done before, is I've actually got some, I'm not allowed to call them layer cakes, am I? Because that's Moda. 10-inch blocks pack of layer, whatever you want to call it. So that's all the Christmas on there. Look how gorgeous. Now that's the range that's come in as well. So I'm really quite looking forward to playing with that. And there's also little 5-inch ones with the same on the back. All right, so that's really cool. Will be on the website later this week, and they will be a good price, because hopefully most of my fabric's a good price. I try not to overcharge anybody for anything. So keep an eye for that. All right, I apologise it's not there yet. I've just not got enough hours in the day. Even though I never sleep at night, I still do not have enough hours in the day. Right, so also that came in this week, I'm going to turn you a fraction. Hopefully you can see now the pussycats. Right, let me move. I'm going to move Christmas out the way a minute here. And then I'm going to just fling that over there because I can. And then you can see there we've got oh, Charmed, I think this is called, Charmed panel. So there's 10 fabrics that go with that as well. Okay, so again, when that gets on, put on my website, yeah, it'll be a reasonable price. Do you know, now I've got things all over my screen here, so I'm going to get rid of that there. Let me just get rid of that. It's not letting me. There we are, that's better. So, Pussycats. Quite sad for me, in so much as I ordered that the day before Tom died. So there's 10 fabrics in that I've got. So I will be making a quilt or something from it. It'll all go on the website later this week. And again, it will be good prices. All right, so just keep an eye out for that. I'm going back to me little messages here because I can. Where did we get to? I saw Stella last, I think was. Yeah, Stella. Morning from Sue and Kim and Janet Lish. I've got one there, great. Yeah, the neck fans are just fabulous, aren't they? I just absolutely adore mine. Morning, Liz. Morning. Not good with this tech stuff, but found you now. Susan, I was just saying how awful I am with tech stuff. Look at it. I'm not wide, I'm skinny, which would be really nice, but it's not how it should be. And I actually tested it earlier this morning, and it seemed to be fine. But there we go. Miss seeing Tom. Yeah, do you know, Sue? We all do. Is there like a little shrine in here to him, though? Because there's pictures of him all over. The ladies the other side can't generally see, but I've got a series of pictures of him up above me that I can look at and talk to him every day. Because, yes, it was his cupboard, not mine, really. Anyway, moving on. What have we got? So I've told you about Christmas. There's loads of Christmas, absolutely loads of it. And that'll all be on later in the week. There's also, oh, I didn't bring a piece of it over. I can't really grab it. There's one of the Christmases just got lots of lovely little square stuff going on, like baubles and patterns and things. Like one of these, but just all squares of Christmas, which I thought would be fabulous as the centre of things in a quilt. But also, if you're a card maker, absolutely cool, absolutely ideal, I think. So yeah, so that will be on as well. So there we are. I'm looking at my little list here. Have a little list, it's always a good thing. Right, so I've told you about the sale on the website. Website being AbbieAnne.com, for those of you that haven't already twigged that. All right. So, loads of it on there, lots of fabric, and actually I shall be putting more fabric on there this week to make room for the stuff that's coming in. So keep an eye out. It's all, my website's set up that you buy half meters at a time, and they work out at £8, £9 and £10 a metre. So there's loads there, all right, so take your opportunity, have a little look. And there's all sorts of different makes and stuff on there. And it's all 100% cotton. Nice stuff, obviously. Okay, right, so what else do we need to tell you? It's good, isn't it? I love that one. I'm going to move him down out the way for a minute and show you what's behind. Because I've got layers going on in here today. Now, I need to make sure that you can see, or what I can see is what you can see. So if we talk about fish first, I'm going to turn you very fractionally. Hopefully that's got fishies. So I'm waiting for the delay. There's a delay between what I'm doing here and what you're seeing there. It's quite funny actually. There we are. So anyway, fishies. Something I've had in mind to do for a long time, and only finally have I now got round to it. So it's going to be a pattern. Well, it is a pattern really. I'm just quilting it. Another thing I've got to do is write the pattern up and put it out there for you. And that's using 2 packs of these, the 10x3s that I do, or your own scraps, whatever you want to do. But on the pattern, the idea is, what happened was, you've got hundreds of different, not hundreds, you've got lots of different fishes to choose from, okay? and turtles. There's a couple of different turtles that you can choose from. And we're just doing different things with them and overlaying them and making it nice and busy. I thought that would make a really quite cool children's type quilt or play mat, was what was in my mind. Yet to be quilted. I've just started it. I've put in some shadow fishes. I don't know that you can see them from there. But it will be quilted with big fish, just in normal straight stitch, so that it doesn't overpower it. So I'm quite looking forward to that. And I'll get I'm going to be so busy this week doing all these things for you. Hopefully we'll get that done for next week. All right, so that's the fishes. So we're going to have a pattern for that. And I'll make up a few kits as well, because then that will just make your lives easier. Right, so that was that. What are we anyway? Oh, we're about 1:15 already. Gosh. Tom in the Heavens quilt. Yeah, indeed, Rose, definitely. Right, okay, so next thing to show you, and I'm going to twiddle you again, like so. Now, you've probably not got me, but you've got a runner. Summer runner. Ladies up at Somerset asked me to do for them some kits. As you can see, I'm part way through that. I've still got a bit to do and to finish him off. So that's going to be kits, and it's going to be a pattern so that you can make your own summer runners. The fabrics were the new in ones last week that change. They're like an ombre, but instead of being ombre long, they're ombre fat, for want of a better expression. So you get a nice long strip of different colour. So everybody's kits will come out different. And there's two different types of that fabric, two different colourways. So that is the runner that we're going to have. And then next to it, I'm going to twiddle you again, just a little bit. There we are, is a new workshop. So I'll be teaching this one around and about, okay. Morning, Julia. Sorry, got to dash out. Go for it, darling. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. So here we have all sorts of stuff going on. And it's an applique workshop. It can be made any size or shape. So it becomes useful for anything. You could do a quilt, you could do a runner, you could do book covers, you could do all sorts of everything with it. So basically we're making a piece of fabric and then doing stuff with it. So there we go. And it's called Waste Not. So that will be available for anybody that's wanting to do workshops for groups and stuff. And if I get time, I might actually have a little go at seeing, can I get you a YouTube video done. But your guess is as good as mine when I'm going to get that done. And I've just realised, I've looked down here underneath it, and I've just found some more Christmas, yeah, oh dear. More Christmas! But that's okay, we like Christmas. Right, okay, so let me carry on down here. So, I've done that, and I've done the layers and the charms of the Christmas. I've shown you that. Take 3 challenge. Do you know what? I've put me thing over out of the way for a minute. There's over 70 of you that have requested to take part in this summer's Take 3 challenge, which I think is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much. It's never too late to join us. If you want to, just give me a shout. But if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see that there is a post pinned to the top, which is Summer Take 3. And then just request in there your draw, which would be a number, a colour and a patchwork shape. And then you have to make some sort of an item using those 3. All right. So if anybody wants to, it's not too late, because we won't finish this one until towards the end of September anyway. So you've got loads of time to have a think and make and whatever else. But yeah, over 70 of you. I am just so chuffed. Thank you, folks. Thank you. That's just amazing. Right, what else have we got going on here? Morning. Yeah, fabulous take on the challenge this year. All right, yeah, we like that. We liked the challenge, didn't we, Stella? Right, What else? Website, take 3 challenge, fish, runner. My next outing, Lamport Hall. Northampton. I'm just checking. I'll just reach for my diary to make sure that I'm not lying to you. Yeah, so Northampton. So that is going to be 17th, 18th and 19th of July. So quite looking forward to that. It's a lovely, lovely venue. If anyone's anywhere near, it's worth a day out. There's a fabulous old house, and we're in the stables, which got a big courtyard and stuff in the back. I'm literally in a stable, so that's going to be really good fun. We had such a lovely time last year. Venue and atmosphere, and to be fair, one day was absolutely chucking it down with rain, but we still had a lovely day, so it's really good. So Lamport Hall. Now I've got all sorts of crosses and things going on here in my week this week, because we've got a couple. I'm never going to get everything done. There's 2 days that I'm out to a school, doing 2 full days at a school. So do you know what? I don't know what's going to happen this week. We're servicing sewing machines, Paul and I, for 2 days, so that's going to be interesting. And then the following week, do you know what? I'm doing nothing. We're actually away for a couple of days. Cat Sitters is in, and we're off for a few days just to chill before I then start again. So there we are. So that's July. And then, do you know what? I'm hearing about, so if anybody's down here in Cornwall on holiday through sort of August, end of July, August, I'm about for the most part here. Odd days teaching here and there or whatever. But, you know, if you want to come in and have a little look at the cupboard, see what's going on, just give me a shout. Make sure I'm here before you come. Had lovely visit. Saw Joe this week. It was nice to see you down here, darling. It gets me when people turn up that I know the faces, and I'm like, you're in the wrong place. Hello. It's really lovely. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, do come in and say hello. Right, I've got another comment come up here. What's this? Julie, good morning. My first time here. I'm coming to Lamport Hall. Very local to me, but I'm currently near Padstow for a couple of weeks. Well, if you're near Padstow, Julie, then you need to come and say hello in the cupboard, because you will have passed my front door. Just give me a shout, make sure I'm here, and then come on in and have a cup of tea or something. That'd be cool. It'll have to be this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because then we're off. But anyway, come in and say hello. It's fabulous to see all you all. Right, okay, so that's that and that and that and that. And then, do you know, we haven't got any shows, or at least I haven't got any shows then until September. So then it's going to be Brighton and Newcastle, and then the Newcastle retreat straight after the Newcastle show. There's a few spaces left on that, so if anybody wants to, do get yourselves into that if you want. That's going to be fun. Then I'm teaching on the way home. And then we've got Exeter, or at least I've got Exeter. That's going to be good. I'm teaching, I think I'm doing reverse plico. I've got machines this time. I'm doing a class for them. I have my own stand, and on the stand I'll also be doing make and takes, so we can sit and do a bit of stitching peacefully on the stand, or come and join me for a class on the machines, which will be a good giggle. So that's September in Exeter. And then I've got various workshops and stuff. And then it's Malvern again. So the Autumn Malvern, which is a lovely show. We're straight into the Coventry retreat after that. Now, I think Andy said last week there's a couple of spaces left on that. So you need to check if you're coming or want to come to Coventry. We need to get you in there quick. Yeah, and then I get, in November, I get to go over and do the winter fair here, hopefully, in Cornwall. But I need to sort the paperwork for that this week. Anybody want to be a volunteer assistant? I can't pay you. But hey, never mind. It's all good fun. We enjoy it. We enjoy it. Right, so what's the time anyway? 23 minutes past. Okay. Let me show you. Do you know the other thing that I've done this week? And I meant to say, and I've not had time. I picked up, I don't know if I told you this last time or not. I can't think when I picked it up. This year's mystery quilt has been quilted, and all the patterns have now gone out for everybody taking part in the mystery quilt to finish their quilt. I am so chuffed with it. It is fabulous, but I need to bind it. I might have that done. I'm going to take it with me when we're away next week and see, can I get that binding done so that I can show you in 2 weeks' time the mystery quilt finished. In between times, I am going to see and have another little play and see, can I get this video around the right way? Because that would be really cool. So then you could see the whole quilt. That would make life so much simpler for everybody, wouldn't it? So mystery quilt. All right, so I run those once a year. The next one will be January next year. So I've now got to get my head in gear and make something ready for. Will I be at Brighton Rose Coast show in September? Yes, I will, Lynn. I'll see you there. That'd be good. Yeah. So yeah, so mystery quilt for next year. Now, there's a whole load of you that take part in this, and it always amazes me that you trust me and my designs, that you're going to make something really a bit freaky out of my brain cell. Any topics for next year's? Is there anything that you're wanting? Oh, Joe, you can bind for me this week. That is so kind of you. You are a lovely person. Have I ever said I like you a lot, Joe? This is Andy's Joe. She's very lovely. She likes binding. She's the binding elf. I might have to take you up on that. I'll see, can I get the binding onto it so that you can just finish off? That would be lovely. Anyway, yeah, so what was I saying? Mystery quilt topics for next year. Is there anything anybody's fancying? I know that, you know, there's quite a lot of you that take part. There's a lot of you that I would love to take part. If you've got any thoughts or topics or techniques or anything you fancy doing something a bit strange and different, then give a shout. I don't believe when I do I'm going to say a class and also the mystery quilt, I like it to stretch you a bit. There is no point keep doing the same things, I feel. I like you to learn and grow and do a bit more. So I challenge you quite a bit within these quilts. I've had complete beginners complete them with no problem whatsoever, because you've always got me as a backup if you're not understanding my patterns and my videos and we've got a help support group, all the rest of it. So yeah, if anybody's up for the mystery quilt next year and you're fancying a particular topic or technique, give me a shout, and then I can perhaps bear that in mind when I'm designing. Now, I've just seen a flash up to say Andy or something. We've got 4 minutes according to my screen. So let me just go back through what's going on. We have an awful lot of Christmas come in. It'll be on the website later this week, including these lovely things, which I've never had as such before, but I just think they are just this. What a good way of doing Christmas if you haven't got time and you just want to get on with life. So there's those. I've also got loads and loads of meterage. I shall do up some fat quarter packs and fat eighths, like I always do for you, bundles of. I'm looking at, I think there's got to be about 20 different fabrics there, but there's quite a few. So we'll chop up some kits on that. I'll also look to doing a new design of some sort for Christmas, because we like a new Christmas design always. I generally just do one a year these days because of time. So that'll be good. Fish is behind us. That will be on very soon. But don't forget, there is a sale over on my website. So there's loads of fabric at £8, £9, £10 a metre. AbbieAnne.com. It's a new looking site, so don't think, oh my gosh, am I in the wrong place? It's looking quite tasteful for me. Mine's usually in your face, isn't it? It's actually quite tasteful. If you go through to the shop and then look at sale or 3 Amigos section, and then you'll find loads of reduced stuff, all right, or special offers. I'm waiting for the for some reason the search bar has, or whatever you call it, you know, the little field that you can put in what you want, that seems to have disappeared. I don't understand that, so I did email yesterday and asked for that to be put back in. Makes life so much easier, especially because my site's quite big and you've got a lot of fabric on there, and to trawl through 400, 500, 600 bolts of whatever takes a while. So if you just want blue, you ought to be able to just go in and put, you know what. But anyway, hopefully that's coming. All right, so retreats, don't forget, Andy's in charge of the booking. If you want to come and play, there's they're getting full. They're getting full. Right, okay, so I'm going to twistle you just a little bit again, and then you can see hopefully the runner. And I feel like an air hostess now I'm doing this. Yeah, not very good. I'd never fit down the aisles. And then we've got a new workshop over here. Okay, so the workshop's for groups and stuff. I'll see, can I get to do a video over on YouTube, a demo? All right, so that's called Waste Not, and we make a piece of fabric and do stuff with it, basically. All right, and the daisy runner, it's not a daisy runner. It is daisies, but it's called Summer Runner. All right, and that will get done and finished in a pattern and kits. Okay, so there we are. I'm going to twiddle you back this way. Hopefully you've got me. What's the time? 29 minutes past. So thank you everybody for watching and listening to me just whittering on again as normal. Andy, I believe, is ready over on Crafty UK. Thank you to Julia Crosspatch who introduced the three of us this morning over on her Facebook page. So yeah, so go and find Andy, see what he's got going on in life and where he is. I know he's coming down to Cornwall very shortly, but I don't quite know where he is at the minute. All right, so Sunday, have a lovely day, everybody. See ya.